What's up, guys? Another PBE patch. Just to get right into it, Dragon is looking like the new Baron. So pretty much, the more dragons you kill, the more buffs you get. So for the first one, you get 8% attack damage ability power. The second one, you get 15 damage to minions and monsters, helping obviously wave clear a lot. Then you get 5% movement speed, 15% damage to towers and buildings. And if you slay 5 or more dragons, it grants you an aspect of the dragon for a short time, which, to clarify, is 180 seconds. So what aspect of the dragon does is, it doubles other bonuses in your attacks burn enemies for 150 true damage over 3 seconds. Wow. Okay, so if everyone on your team has that, times that by 5, and put that in true damage, and let me just clarify this for a second, this is the new Baron buff, right? So if you don't know, if you get Baron, it increases your attack damage, ability power, regen. Not anymore. When you get Baron now, the minions around you, though, are just empowered, right? So this kind of makes me feel like they traded camps, and this is the new Baron. It doesn't grant you the gold anymore, the global gold, it just grants you that. So we have the 2 new icons here for the mecha Skarner. Obviously, I think one will be for the purchase, maybe? I don't think they do that with ultimate skins, though I could be wrong. And here we have the pink orbs as well. I don't know how those are going to work. We'll just have to wait and see. And as you can tell, my Kalista's not coming along too well, but I do have I think another video coming out later today that I scheduled that is going to show some highlights of Kalista, and I'm glad that they're buffing her, which I'll go over right now. So Cassiopeia's all her damage buffs and everything are going back to what they are on live now. I was hoping that they would buff her because her early game is kind of horrendous. I mean, it's not totally bad, but Cassiopeia just, I don't think she has the damage in lane to just make it to mid to late game healthy. And what that means is, you know, maybe a kill or 2 farmed up a bit, but it really just, I don't know, I just don't see her play too much, and I wish we had more diversity, and I hope that they buff her in this patch, if not the next one. Narg just got nerfed overall. His Q damage got nerfed, his W flat damage got nerfed, his cooldown for his W got nerfed, and that's kind of weird to see, to be honest. Now Kalista, her damage is very low on live. It's very low. I've been playing her over the past couple days, and her damage sucks, but there's no way this is gonna make it to the real game. I'm telling you, there's no way. Riot went nuts. Look at this maximum E stacks, right? Like, her E works like Twitch's E. It now does 254 damage. No, it's not gonna happen. There's no way that's gonna make it to live. Katarina got nerfed, but she's the same late game, and Nocturne's passive got reverted. So Rammus, by the way, Katarina's early game nerfs I do agree with. Screw that. Even though she's like the easiest champion to counter in game, they probably won't make it. So Rammus, his puncturing taunt E, now armor reduction is reduced, kind of a big blow, and his power ball is increased to 16 from 10 at all ranks. Remember when he used to get nerfed a couple seasons ago? As soon as he got played at Worlds, I knew this was going to happen. I'm a Rammus player, and I knew this was going to happen, and it sucks to see. I hope they don't make it to live. Now Sona, her Q on hit magic damage AP ratio is lowered to 0.2. That's kind of disturbing. I'd hope to see her as one of the better supports in the game, but obviously, I mean, I don't think they're ever going to make her top tier. Even with the whole VU update, I don't think she's ever going to make it to being a top tier support again. It's never going to happen. Although there is a video on YouTube right now of AP Sona getting a pentakill. But anyway. So, as you can see, my Kalista gameplay is not the greatest. I'm having a really hard time CSing with her. And I know you guys are, oh, fucking noob or whatever. But, number 1, I don't main AD carry. And number 2, her passive is kind of annoying. It's kind of hard to deal with at first. And I didn't know whether to max Q or E. I now know that you max E. So I was just maxing Q, throwing spears like in Italy. But let me just talk about some of her skills. Her W right now, as you can see, that little thing going up and down is like a little sentry pretty much, is a ward that will go back and forth 6 times and pretty much just grants you vision of that area. So Kalista kind of fits in. Will she be able to trade with the new Lucian in lane like I predicted? I would say yeah. I'd say yeah, because number 1, you can just keep dodging with her. I feel like there's such a high skill gap here, because Kalista is one of those champions that, in my opinion, if you can get really good with, you can go against any other AD carry in lane. Not to mention, now that they're buffing her damage, which I don't think the Eve damage will probably stay there, because the ratio is not bad, and that's kind of ridiculous because they remember just a couple months ago they nerfed Twitch's E, so I don't know about that. If you can see the chat right now, this GNAR was going nuts in game because he couldn't handle jungling, and I'm telling you, and I was like, that's exactly why I'm done jungling. I still haven't gotten the hang of it, although I have with a few champions, not wholeheartedly like I have this season. You know what's on live right now, and I'm just saying there's gonna be a lot less junglers this season because the jungle changes. I'm still not clear on what to build on every champion, although I'm trying to work it out for next season. But anyway, there will be another video later of Kalista coming, and I'm just going to be showing off some more highlights and tips and what to build, etc., what I've learned so far. And we'll try to just see what works together. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you later. Peace.